Welcome along then to Great Britain and the Great Silverstone Circuit for today's Grand Prix. The 3.6-mile-long Silverstone Circuit is one of the longest of the season, with 18 corners in the current layout. With average lap speeds reaching around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the quickest tracks of the year. Watch out for cars taking the right-handers of Abbey and of Copse flat out. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. George Russell will begin today's event in pole position, and it's Kevin Magnussen in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Ricciardo, Esteban Ocon, and Gasly. Mick Schumacher, Vettel, Stroll, and Charles Leclerc. Hamilton, Verstappen, Fernando Alonso, and Perez. Joe, Bottas, Alex Albon, and Yuki Tsunoda. Latifi, David Beckman. The Scientist and Carlos Sainz will start from the back of the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box. Ant, it's fantastic to have you with us here, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the run down into turn 1, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It will keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
Here we go then, and we're off for the formation lap here at Silverstone, dubbed the home of British motor racing. Now, while the layout of this circuit has changed on numerous occasions, the spirit of the track that hosted the very first Formula One World Championship Grand Prix still very much prevails. As the cars come back towards the grid to line up for the start of the race, each driver will be wanting to get the best start they possibly can, and they'll be hoping to finish today's race on the podium, failing that, within the points.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, red lights, and away we go! For the British Grand Prix 2022, we are on the way here as well. So what a bad turn from Sam Rean there. It is terrible start from Sam Rean. He is indeed last place, but can he gain any positions? He has to leg brake if he does, and can he? Oh, he does. He tries to take the Ferrari of Carlos Sainz there, but he can't, and he is falling back to the grid, of course. So this is not a great start for Sam Rean and the Rean Racing F1 team. Oh, he tries to do his best to go around the outside here. Can he keep it though? He's losing traction all the time, Sam Rean, to that Ferrari in front, and that is going to be big news. Now we get deeper into the lap, and he does outbrake the Ferrari, the Williams there of Latifi, and things are heating up for Sam Rean here around this track as we hit to the second lap here, and he does go a bit wide there, but that does not mean too much. Now we move into the race, and that is a good move from Sam Rean there. Fantastic move on Tsunoda. Can he somehow get closer to Alexander Albon in that Williams? Who knows? But the next time we are here, and he gets Tsunoda, but gets Sam Rean yet again. Now, this is a good little battle for Sam Rean. As Sam Rean and Tsunoda heads into that pit lane, almost crashing in the process. But now we see Sam Rean in the pits here with Tsunoda amongst a few other teams and drivers. So they're very close in the pit lane here. Can Sam Rean somehow get a good stop here and cement that position? He loses out on the Aston Martin there. Can he lose? He loses out on Tsunoda. He just about gets in between the Williams and the AlphaTauri. So yeah, good pit stop.
That's our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
But as you see, Sam Rean picks up a penalty there for some reason. For not slowing down at the entrance of the pit lane, which is phenomenal to say the least. So now, as we move into the further into the race, he gets swarmed by the two drivers there of Latifi and Beckman as they squabble to get position here. Sam Rean late brakes here, and this could be a three-way battle here. If Sam Rean can somehow hold it off, it looks like he can't really get close enough to the team ahead, the Beckman ahead and Latifi. But can something happen for Sam Rean? Can he somehow late brake and get close enough to Latifi? We'll find that out further into this Grand Prix. We reach to the final lap of the Grand Prix. As you can see, George Russell has collected the top spot in the British Grand Prix, and this will be a curtain close at the British Grand Prix 2022 for Sam Rean. He has become...
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
He is 20th in that special silver livery, obviously taking fans back to the good old days of McLaren, Mercedes. But that is it for today.
So Mercedes have won it, and what a great race it was. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take the top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes. Let's see how the drivers' standings have changed. Charles Leclerc assumes the lead in the standings after today's outstanding result. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Carlos Sainz would be my...